Terence, you have said publicly that you need Shawn on your resume. I'm curious as to where your mindset is right now. We have seen your personality and being with you all over the place for weeks like this for championship fights. There's this metamorphosis that takes place where your personality tends to change as the week goes on, as we dwindle down closer to that opening bell. And you've often said you don't need to be the loudest. You just need to be the guy who can look straight at your opponent and look through his eyes and calmly say, I'm going to beat your ass. And they know it when you say it. When you look at Porter, have you now reached that point when you're ready to say that? And do you think that this man to my left would believe those words?
Yeah, I'm going to believe it. I'm going to show him come Saturday.
Oh, I should respond to that.
Floor is yours.
I think it goes both ways. I don't really think there's much I can say to Bud that's gonna change the way you think about yourself and the outcome of this fight, and vice versa. No, he can't look at me and say, I'm about to beat your ass, and I'm gonna believe that. And he knows that, which is why he wouldn't even dare do it.
You told Mark Kriegel recently, Shawn, you said, I know what makes Terence uncomfortable. And you made the point that you were going to touch some nerves leading up to the fight, that Terence doesn't like when you talk about Terence. That he doesn't like to be doubted, that sometimes the smallest things can get under his skin. So whether it's gamesmanship, strategy, or just the nature of how you go about things, I will not stand in your way, whatever works for you as to what you want to say to Terence.
You know what? Because when I said that, and I'm not gonna pull back on it, but like Terence, you know better than I do. I feel like you've matured. I feel like people see your character and your personality more now than they've ever seen. But I feel like I'm still correct in saying if the wrong tweet or the wrong Instagram post goes up, you can get upset.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, hey, listen. There's people that you can get to and there's people you can't get to. I'm one of those people you can't get to. And I got a feeling that you can get to him quicker on the microphone than you can in the ring. I think in the ring, he is solid. He is a rock. But there may be something that might be posted or said here today that might affect him, and that might have an effect on the fight. We shall see. But I like how y'all going in the archives on everything that has been said.
Terence, you have repeated that time and again when they ask you to size up this fight, that you feel like you're the far better boxer than Shawn. You feel like you're the better puncher than Shawn. You've openly stated that you feel like you have the higher boxing IQ and ring generalship than Shawn. Tell me something though, when you watch that, when you've scouted him, that you do look at him and you say, I really respect that. He does that really well.
Well, me personally, I respect everything that Shawn does. Like I said, Shawn is athletic, he can box, he can bang, he can, move around in the ring, he can cut corners and take angles. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't respect anything that he do. I just think I do a lot of things better than Shawn.
Fair assessment from the champs. We will get the assessment from the trainers. Go ahead, Shawn. You with a mic in your hand, I love, so go for it.
Because this is why this fight is so great for the world of boxing and for TV. I would say the exact same thing he said, and I believe it.
And everybody in this room would say amen, because we all believe it when it comes to the two of you, and that's why everybody's so excited for Saturday night. When we come back, both trainers are going to join in the conversation. I'm curious, and I thought you guys were fantastic with the all-access stuff that we all enjoyed with blood, sweat, and tears to see, and I know we were pressing him on certain things. How would you respond to that as the changes and where you've seen growth and development that's different from the fighter previous?
You mean in camp, or you mean overall?
In preparation for this fight.
In preparation for this fight, I wouldn't say he did anything different. He approached it the same. A lot of what we've done and what we do is predicated on a foundation. So you gotta go through all of those same steps to get to this week right here. So there wasn't a lot of changes. There wasn't a lot of different things that went on. I mean, if someone's telling me they're more intense this camp than they've ever been before, I'm probably looking at them saying, why? You're a professional. You've been doing this for a long time. you should always be serious about what you do, and there should never be any letdown. So, you know, what was it before? Was it a letdown before, and now you have to bring it up to another level? But for us, it's pretty much been the same. We worked, and we peak up to this week, and then here we are.
Champ, what's the answer to why? Why do you feel like you were more intense?
It's like this. If you got to push it from round 1 to round 12, it's gonna be met like that. I promise you that. So, if when I say we took it to the next level, and then I actually take it to the next level in the fight, we ain't gonna have no problem about doing it. It's real simple.
Terence?
I'm ready for Saturday.
Shawn came out publicly a few times in some of the interviews and said that Terence hasn't been in the ring with anybody who has pushed him past the limits, and he intends to be the guy that does that. Obviously, we all know Shawn's style. We know rugged, aggressive, yet skilled in how he goes about business. Bud's the kind of guy that always dictates terms, that always has the fight on his terms. Is this one of those classic something's got to give fights? How do you see things playing out here?
Well, we know Shawn gonna come, and we know he's gonna be rugged and try to punch you in your mouth, try to punch you back, and we know that. That's how he been ever since I've been knowing him. And his dad and team has done a great job with that. But one thing they've never done is face a fighter like Terence Crawford. You know, he's different, and we all know that. The whole world knows Terence Crawford is different. That's why he's on the pound for pound list for the last 5 years. He can do you this way, he can do you that way, he can hit you in your mouth this way, he can slide on you that way. That's the difference between Terence and Shawn.
Kenny, how do you view Terence? If you were to give the man on the street a scouting report on Terence Crawford, what would be your answer?
Just as I said, he's a great fighter. But, you know, as his coach said, he's different. Everyone in here has a different opinion. Somebody likes my suit, somebody doesn't. Somebody likes Terrence's clothes, somebody doesn't. Somebody thinks this guy won that round, somebody thought that guy won that round. The fight on Saturday night is determined by everyone's opinion. It's not like basketball, we don't get to shoot a three-pointer, it goes up, we see the score. It's not like football, we don't get to kick the field goal, we see the score. After every round is someone's opinion around that ring. Then there's the ringside people, they give their opinion. Then there's the nosebleed seats, they give their opinion. There's the people back home watching pay-per-view, but at the same time on Instagram, trying to give their opinion. Boxing is not a science, it's an opinion. It's our job on Saturday night to make sure that the opinion swings our way.
What's the approach to the next 72 hours, Shawn? Come in for a nice landing here. Give us a sense of where you're at.
I'm relaxing. I got drinking water and just buying my time, man. I am a Showtime fighter, and I cannot wait for Showtime on ESPN Plus. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Simple as that. I'm a really even kill kind of guy. I like things to be easy, and fight week is always easy.
Nothing's ever easy about being opposite this man, though. When those eyes change and he goes from Terence to Bud, and the danger warning is there. Have you thought about what this means, Terence? All of us have been with you throughout the whole ride, through these divisions, right through undisputed and pound for pound elite, and now the guy who you say, this is the one that I want to put in any talk about who's the best welterweight. You're reflecting a little bit on what this accomplishment could be on Saturday night?
Not yet. You know, it ain't hit me yet. You know, but it's gonna hit me the closer it gets. You know, right now I'm just chilling. You know, playing Call of Duty in the room by myself all day until I shake out a little bit. But other than that, I've been in the room all day isolated.
Your Friday face-offs typically aren't chill. Your post-weigh-in face-offs aren't chill. Are we in store for one this week? Do you flip that switch?
It's already flipped.
It's already flipped.
Once we signed that contract, you know, the switch turned on. You know, so we up now and we here now, and I can't wait till Saturday. To go out there, have fun, display my talent, and look good doing it.
We all can't wait.
I think the first side of that legacy is done. You can say that Shawn Porter's fought everybody. The other side of the legacy is you have to be able to say, I need y'all to say, y'all have to be able to say, Shawn Porter was in the ring with the best and he beat some of the best. This is the other best, and I have to beat this dude. So when I say my legacy depends on that, I keep saying, like, I've been in a couple of Super Bowls. I've won some and I've lost some. But I don't want to be this to be a Dan Marino effect when y'all talking about how good and how great he was. But you always talk about how good and great Dan Marino was, but he never won a Super Bowl. I can't have y'all saying that about me. Can't have y'all saying, oh, he was in the ring with the best. But F that butt.
I believe he got hit at the right moment, getting a little careless. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm a different type of animal in the ring. You know what I mean? I'm gonna see my openings, and I'm gonna take my shot when the time is right. You know, a lot of people was criticizing me about fighting Benavidez and this and that and this, and Shawn. I think Shawn spoke about me fighting Benavidez, and you know, I said we're not gonna say about the sparring match between Benavidez and Shawn because it's, you know, we seen what that was about.